It's a long story. We're from France. My name is Cecile van der Heyden and my daughter's name is Marie. She's a professional equestrian out of France, and she was like a very successful 3 days eventing rider in France, and she got a job in the US in 2013. And since then, she was riding for professionals between Virginia and Florida. That was her last job. And she fell on the job, just walking with a horse. So, compared to her riding and what she was doing, it was just a stupid accident. She fell on her head, and she had a traumatic brain injury where they had to have surgery on the right part of her head because she had a fracture and a temporal bone fracture, skull fracture plus temporal bone, and on the left side because she has a hematoma. So she ended up, at a traumatic hospital in Florida, and then she was transferred at the Shepherd Center Hospital in Atlanta, Georgia, where she stayed for 6 months. And that was, the accident was in February 2015. At the Shepherd Center, they were amazing because right away they made her move. And it probably saved her. And, slowly she came back, to the real world. And then when she got out of the hospital, I decided I have to bring her back to France for her memory, because she couldn't remember anything. She couldn't talk. She couldn't. She was remembering, recognizing people, but absolutely not aware. So it was very, very scary, and she was trembling, and she lost, 35 pounds. So we went back home, and that's when, the rancho, she kind of, her awareness started to improve. Well, I everything changed. I just flew when Marie had the accident, and I didn't go back home. So I left everything. I thought, I have to stay with her. She was on workers' compensation, so all the issues of insurance and care here in the US everything was perfect for us. So we didn't even try to move her around, and so one had to stay with her. I was very fortunate because my family, I had some family and nephews that stayed with me, like a different one every week. So I was not too alone, but everything changed. I just moved here, got my green card because otherwise I couldn't stay, and I had administrative. I had to be her guardian, and so I went through a lot of administrative tasks. But I didn't even think twice about it. The only thing I'm afraid of is for her on the long term not to be independent. So my goal is not how am I going to do, the rehab, how am I going to do therapy. I'm gonna just practice all the things that I've been learning here and at the Shepherd and with Caroline DOT, and everything that I pick up on, I just practice with her, and that's what I'm gonna do and continue on doing. And if